G'day, everybody, and welcome back to the 50-yard line. Welcome back, Chris. Welcome to our program this evening. We're going to obviously wrap up all the bowl games that we had over the weekend, and then obviously looking forward to the next couple of days for this week. We have got some doozies on the ticket for this week. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. We're continuing the college football playoffs. We got quarterfinals up this week. So it is going to be great. So, Chris, how are you? Welcome back to the show. Hopefully you're doing well.
And welcome back into the live studio, into the Moment Studio.
That's it.
I'm parked on a kind of an unexpected break. I've got a brand new trailer that I get to haul down to Baton Rouge tonight and tomorrow.
That's right. That's good. That's good. Get away from that cold a bit.
I get to... Oh, my God, I hope so. I actually looked. It is somewhat warmer down there in Baton Rouge right now than it is here in southeast Missouri, where it's right now 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's too cold.
It has just been...
Too cold.
It has been brutally cold over the weekend in Ohio, Sunday and into Monday. Monday, in fact, when I tried to fuel up, I stepped out of the truck. I thought I was about to become Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. And listen, I mean, look at me. I am a big guy, and I was worried about getting flying away.
Dang, that's windy. Yeah, that's windy. Dang.
The wind was absolutely brutal Monday morning up around Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I was able to. Thankfully, the force of lift was not stronger than the force of gravity.
Yeah, that's right.
But it was getting close.
It was getting close. Dang, that's cold. I can just imagine the wind chill. Oh, just cut. Oh. That's the thing that cuts through you. The cold, obviously, is going to be cold. But once that wind starts pushing that cold against you, oh, too bad. It's shocking.
And you're talking about coming over here a year from now in fall and winter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You will experience it.
Yeah, I know.
And if you get up north, wind chill factor becomes a factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be ready for it.
That's going to be too cold. Too cold. But that's a little while away. So let's talk about something a little bit more recent. Some bowl games. So we had some great bowl games.
Yeah.
We caught a couple here live on YouTube. Obviously, our favorite that we did last year, we did again this year. I think it was even better this year than last year. Obviously, we're talking about the Pop-Tart Bowl with Georgia Tech and BYU played it out.
Yeah.
Wound
up with a great game.
It was a great game. Kind of a couple of times there we thought, okay, this team's going to win. You know, this is going to be it. But they both kept coming back. And fighting to the end. So... and then obviously BYU eventual winners of the Pop-Tart Bowls, which is a fantastic result for them, I think. So, I mean, either way, we didn't really have a horse in the race, but nice to see the Mormons get up for once.
I kind of did.
Well, yes.
I had money. I did put money on the game. I had my measly $1 on a three-way parlay.
Yeah.
And in the fourth quarter, I was, let's put it this way, I was a little biased.
That's right.
Going for BYU because, I'm riding BYU as a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
I'm riding the under, which was about, I think it was 53.5.
Yeah.
And the third leg of the parlay, and I already won. First score of the game was a touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown, yeah.
So because BYU got a touchdown in the first quarter, that was the first score of the game. So I already had that leg taken care of. It was the other two, the under and BYU -3.5.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when they scored that touchdown, they're in the final moments of the game.
Yeah.
I was very happy with that.
Yes.
To see that happen. But yeah, we wound up with a very entertaining ball game. BYU Georgia Tech played an outstanding game both sides did.
Yeah.
We were entertained. The sidelight entertainment of the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I mean, we've seen it the last now 3 years from the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Yeah.
They bring it.
Yeah.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl people. It's owned by the Citrus Bowl The overall owners of the bowl game
Okay.
is the same group that runs the Citrus Bowl in Orlando every year.
Okay. Okay.
The Citrus Bowl is one of the older bowl games in college football.
Yeah.
But they own this one, the Pop-Tarts Bowl, and man, they just make it fun. All right.
They do.
And
yeah.
it has evolved
Yeah.
over the 3 years. You see the evolution of it.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
first year you had one Pop-Tart go into the human-sized toaster, into the
Yeah.
life-size toaster. You know, this year we were supposed to have 3 of them. It was supposed to be a triple. It was supposed to be a triple execution.
That's
but
right.
we had an escapee.
That's it.
We had the strawberry the strawberry Pop-Tart jump off the top of the toaster.
Yeah.
They of course had a pad back there. You saw.
Yeah.
So they were. This was part of the script, of course. But jump off, get off the pad, and took off. I do believe that Pop-Tart is still at large.
Dang, I tell you what, that was fun to watch. As you said, on the
It was.
sideline, Pop-Tarts were popping up, pardon the pun, everywhere, involved in everything. After a touchdown, they'd turn up. You had the coaches eating Pop-Tarts. The celebration at the end of the game when they won, it was a shower of mini Pop-Tarts over the coach. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. You see some bowl games, and they're pretty dry. It's just a ball game in name. There's no, extra stuff with it. But the Pop-Tarts, as you said, they really go above and beyond, to drag the crowd
They
in,
do.
but to get everybody involved as well, too. So it's a real pleasure to watch.
And it was a nice crowd too.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, there was
Yeah,
a
it was
very,
a-
very nice crowd.
As
there
bowl
in
games go
Orlando.
this year, they've been pretty, I would say probably underperforming, I would say, crowd-wise. They've been very, very sparse. But Pop-Tart seemed to have a pretty good turnout, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think they've hit on kind of a magic formula.
Yes.
So there's a nice hook to bring people in. We'll probably see it, later this week with the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yes. Yeah.
When they have that one, because that one's got a bit of a hook in it too.
Yeah.
with,
yeah. It's a bit of a hook.
The winning coach being, it's not the most hygienic or
pleasurable
what's the word I'm
thought.
looking
Yeah,
for?
I don't know. Every
Yeah.
time I think about it, I just go,
Appetizing.
oh.
It's not the most appetizing
No.
celebration in the world, but
No.
it is kind of fun to see a coach get dunked with a vat of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
So they've kind of figured out a little bit of a hook.
I think that's what you need. Yeah.
It's just the Weed Eater Bowl we saw, or the Mower Bowl over the weekend, and the Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah.
Kind of a miss on that one with the
Yeah.
grass clippings.
Yeah.
But at least they tried.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't fault them for trying. Plus, that game's in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
It's freaking cold in New York City in
Yes.
December.
Yeah. It
I
looked
don't know why they.
freezing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing
Yeah.
outdoor bowl games in the north. All right. No disrespect. Yankee Stadium,
Yeah.
iconic venue. Even the
Yeah.
new Yankee Stadium
Yeah.
is an iconic venue, let alone the old Yankee Stadium that used to stand across the street.
Yeah.
The literal house that Ruth built.
Yeah.
All right. That was built in 1923. That was an iconic venue. The new Yankee Stadium that was built almost 20 years ago now, it's an iconic venue.
Yeah.
Fenway Park in
Yeah.
Boston. It's an iconic venue. I
Yeah.
get why you're wanting these bowl games in these iconic baseball stadiums,
Yeah.
but damn it, it's cold in the
Yeah.
Northeast in December. Stop it.
We didn't have any snow, but you could just tell from the players' interaction, it was just so cold.
Uh-huh.
So cold.
Yeah.
Minus, I don't even know what it was. It could have been a minus 1,000. Who knows? It looked bloody freezing. But it's
looked
just
like it, yeah.
Oh, man, it looks so cold. It's that kind of way where your bones are starting to hurt. It's so cold. It's like, oh my God, what am I doing on this field?
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, and
interesting to watch. That's for sure. So.
Yeah, and we're watching in a warm I'm watching games in a warm vehicle. You're watching from the southern hemisphere where it's freaking hot.
Yep.
And you're feeling the chill for these players who are suffering through these conditions.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
Again, to the bowl people, if you're gonna have a game in the north, put the freaking thing indoors.
But you know what they say, football players are tough. I'm sure they'll be fine. So I just got to say, Mike, thank you very much for that super chat as well, too. We usually don't get super chats on this program. Roll Tide waiting for the 1st of January. Nice. Very good. We're waiting for that game as well. We'll preview that game in just a moment. So that's going to be a good one. So that was, I mean, as I said, we did watch Missouri play as well. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get up there. You can already tell the reaction.
There is nothing that needs to be said about that wreck.
Yeah, it was. It didn't quite go the way I thought it was going to go. That's for sure. So
the first drive looked so good, and then it became a
2 minutes.
Disaster.
You're already 7 up, and it's like okay, and then they didn't do anything until the last minute and a half of the game or something. It's just like what the heck?
They basically didn't do anything. Well, honestly, the rest of the night.
I gotta say, I know we mentioned it on the actual game as well. The play calling. What is that play calling? Obviously, unfortunately, your quarterback suffered a bit of a knock on the head, had to go out for the last play. Would have made a difference? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But calling out your running back like 5 minutes from the end,
pulling him
I don't understand
Hardy.
that. Yeah.
Pulling him. Yeah, I don't know what happened at the end because you saw the clip on the sideline of Ahmad Hardy and the coach.
Yeah. Discussing
it was a little
stuff.
intense.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Hardy's on the sideline.
Yes.
After he has basically just pounded the ball down the field on this last drive.
Yeah.
So I can't explain it. I don't know what happened. I don't know the backstory. But it's a shame. But I'm going to be honest with you. Missouri didn't deserve to win that game because they were absolute crap for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Absolute crap.
Yeah. It was that first drive and then that last drive that was trying to put something together. That's basically it. Probably lucky they didn't win by more points, So, the
Missouri defense was very good against Virginia.
Yes,
they had to be to make it a ball game for the final drive.
That's right. So,
we've seen this a lot this year from Missouri, where the defense has been outstanding and have kept games close. Close enough that at least the offense has a chance to do something. The problem is, so many games the offense didn't do a thing all game.
Yeah, that's right.
And Missouri wound up losing. So they got to figure this thing out for next year.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we haven't heard anything about why they pulled it. Even that first drive where Hardy was making the grounds, they actually pulled him out for that last drive where they scored. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on in that game. Some weird play callings, I don't know. So I'm sure there'll be some story there behind that that we'll figure out somewhere. So the other one we watched kind of at the end of the game was Penn State and Clemson. Man, Clemson is struggling, aren't they? They are. I don't know what's going on. They're just like, what? I don't know. I don't know where their team is at the moment, so where their head's at, but it's certainly not on the football field, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was the game that we were jokingly calling the disappointment bowl.
Yeah, that's right.
You think about the preseason number 4 against preseason number 2.
Yep.
In that game.
Yep.
Clemson and Penn State.
Yep.
That should have been, at the very least,
a quarterfinal,
a CFP semifinal.
Yep.
Okay, quarterfinal. more likely a semifinal.
Yeah.
To be honest, if not a national championship
Yeah.
game. And it's a random bowl game on the Saturday after Christmas.
That's right. It's just Clemson had nothing. Nothing the whole game. They didn't threaten nothing at all.
Yeah, well, and we've got fallout from that from the Clemson 2025 season. Their offensive coordinator Garrett Riley, he's now the former Clemson offensive coordinator.
I'm not surprised. Some of the calling is very lackluster, that's for sure.
They couldn't run the ball, couldn't get the passing game going.
Yeah,
that's according to the story here from Andrea Adelson from ESPN. That's an interesting line there. Tigers struggled to run the ball consistently and could not get the passing game going. When you're not able to run the ball and you're not able to pass the ball, you're not able to do a lot in football.
No, that's it. They're probably lucky to get 10 points in that game. Probably lucky.
Yeah, they were 62nd in the nation in offense.
Yeah.
They averaged 392 yards a game. That is middle of the pack. That is the absolute definition of meh.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what that is. They finished 7-6. Very disappointing season for the Clemson Tigers. So change was coming from Clemson. You knew it was coming real quick from them.
Yeah.
But they got to figure it out. I mean, Dabo Swinney, he's been a great coach, multiple national championships at Clemson. I dare say he's the coach entering the 2026 season on the hottest of hot seats.
That's it. You better buy some asbestos pants, that's for sure.
Asbestos pants or a full NASCAR fire suit.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty warm.
His hind parts are going to be very toasty right at the start of the season. And if they don't start fast, if they don't come out of the gate winning 5-6 in a row, he may not make it to October.
That's right. I guess it goes for more weight about how useless preseason rankings are. I think Texas was number one. Clemson, Penn State, all of those fall by the wayside. It's just ridiculous. I mean, who had Indiana? Who had Indiana number one preseason? Nobody did. Come on, nobody did. But
I mean, no, Indiana was in the rankings, but
definitely not number one.
No way.
Nope.
Not a chance.
So on the other flip side of that game, Penn State finally put 4 games together. I guess that's kind of the best way they can win, finish that season. Pretty average season by all accounts, but at least stringing 4 games together, go into the preseason, go into the next season. It's like, hey, we're starting on a high, maybe. Salvage something from this season. So
you want to talk about the roller coaster of roller coasters?
Yeah.
For Penn State, that was Penn State 2025.
Yeah.
Start out 3-0.
Yeah.
Right. And then Oregon broke them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then they lost to UCLA.
Yeah.
And then they fire the coach.
Yeah.
And they lose 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And they're sitting at 3-6, and we're like, they're not even going to make bowl. They're not even going to be bowl eligible.
Yeah.
That's the way this is a write off of his season.
Yeah, that's it. Season's
Penn State. To Penn State's credit, they said, "The hell you say?
Yep.
We're not going to be bowl eligible. Reel off 3 in a row to finish the year 6-6, and then go win your bowl game." That is an impressive fight back. Penn State. Penn State fans, if you're looking for a silver lining from the F5 tornado of a season that you had, the F5 tornado cloud that ran over your season this year, here's your silver lining.
Yeah.
Matt Campbell's coming in to coach.
Yeah,
He's coming in from Iowa State.
Yeah.
Matt Campbell is a damn good coach.
Yeah. So
you guys, you ride that momentum from these last 4 games
yeah,
into spring ball, into summer camp, into next season.
yeah,
Penn State could be back in a hurry
yeah. That's right. That's right.
with Matt
Salvage
Campbell
something.
coming in. So yeah, call it, chalk this one up to a lost season. It happens.
Yep.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Things can snowball. Oregon broke Penn State in that double overtime game in Happy Valley, and it just snowballed on it.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there is positivity,
and rebound.
New coach, new, set of ways of doing stuff, new eyes, everything, new coaching staff. So you never know, it might be a great positive for Penn State looking into the new season.
Absolutely.
So, whereas Clemson, they've got a lot of building to do, and it's going to be uphill. That is for
Clemson.
sure.
So. Clemson can take no positivity from 2025.
Yeah.
This was an epic disaster.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
So we kind of kept our eyes on a lot of bowl games over the day. The other one we looked at was LSU and Houston. Pretty close game in the end up. 38-35. So Houston actually beat LSU. So
and that the game for Houston couldn't have started off any worse, giving up a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's right.
On the opening kickoff.
Yeah.
You're down 14-0 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Houston, again, to their credit, fought back against LSU, and that's just a symptom of what the LSU season was. And the ironic thing was, we had talked all season about LSU's lack of scoring.
Yeah.
They scored 35 points in the bowl game and lost.
I know, and still lost. I know. I heard Lane Kiffin was at that game, but left a couple of hours early. So, he is going to be the coach next year. He's not this year, so he doesn't need to stay. But I wonder what he thought when he watched in that game. So, obviously picking out some stuff already, I'd say.
I'm curious. The game was in Houston.
Yeah.
I know what the nightlife is like in Houston.
Oh, okay.
I am a single middle-aged man who does enjoy occasionally going out and sampling the nightlife. And
that's right.
Houston is quite good for certain, shall we say, activities of nightlife. I'm just wondering if Lane. Had a better party to go to. The game kicked off really late in Houston.
Yeah.
And, parties at those types of places, they really don't start really getting going until 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right.
So the game was going to be done past that. So Lane may have, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just having a little bit of fun with the whole housewife hoe thing.
That's it. So,
listen, Lane's a middle-aged man, and he's single, middle-aged.
Mm-hmm.
Got an ex-wife that anyway, I'm not even going to go that direction. I don't know where I was going with that, but
no.
He may have had plans on Saturday night. That's why he ducked out a couple hours early.
Yeah, that's it. You never know. You never know what's going on. So some great bowl games. Some of them very entertaining. Obviously, as we said, the Pop-Tart ones was fantastic. We'll definitely do that again next year. So looking forward to tomorrow and the next day. We got some great games coming up. The first one on the ticket is Miami and Ohio. My thinking, it could go two ways. Miami's going to give them a game, and it's going to be pretty close. But the other one is going to be Ohio's that's going to come out after a couple of weeks off a loss, as you said, before we went on air, and just thought, you know what, we're just going to beat up on Miami for an hour, and it's going to be 50-2. Who knows? So I don't know. So it depends how Ohio's going to recover, not just physically but mentally, from getting beaten by Indiana. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, here's the thing about this game, and Ohio State and Miami. My read on this is the Ali Frazier of the quarterfinal round.
Yeah.
I honestly think this is going to be and it's the biggest spread of the round.
Yeah.
And I honestly think this is going to be the best game of the round.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. Now,
Okay.
Oregon and Texas Tech, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes, I think that's got potential as well.
Yeah.
But Ohio State and Miami, I look at this as a heavyweight prize fight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I suspect the way this game's going to go down is this is going to look like two heavyweights standing in the middle of the ring for 12 rounds throwing bombs at each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is going to be the epic definition of a rock fight. Okay. We saw what Miami did a week and a half ago against A&M in College Station. Now, part of it had to do with the fact that they had tropical storm force winds for that game.
Yeah.
It was an incredibly windy day in College Station.
Yeah.
All right. Offense couldn't do a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't pass the ball, but shouldn't have affected the running game.
No.
And really, neither team did a great job running the football.
No.
Neither team did a great job of moving the football.
Yeah.
Miami just did a hell of a lot better at stopping Texas A&M than A&M did against Miami.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up the stat here. The game. The passing game for Miami. Carson Beck threw for 103 yards, averaged 4 yards per drop back.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the first round game. Oh man, where's that stat? I lost that stat that I saw. Crap. I don't know where it went. But bottom line is that that Miami was just, they were lights out on defense against a very good offensive team in Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Holding them to 3 points.
Yep.
On their home field. That was an impressive performance. Now they're going into the Cotton Bowl on tomorrow night against the number 2 seed Ohio State, a team that has, shall we say, not started well in most of their games this year. They have been slow starters.
Very slow.
They've got all these offensive weapons. They've got the wide receivers. They've got the running back. They got the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're a Ferrari on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan.
Yep.
They're not meeting their potential. All right. They're not getting out of second gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ohio State's offense isn't. Now, Ohio State's defense, my God, that unit is scary.
Yeah.
Okay. They started the year with that 14-7 win against Texas. They ended the year with a 13-10 loss to Indiana. In between, they won the rest of their games by an average of 38-9.
Yes.
All right. This team has barely given up 100 points this year in 13 games.
Yeah.
All right. They don't give up a lot on defense. What I'm interested in seeing, because the weather is not going to be a factor, it's at Jerry World.
Yeah.
The roof is closed.
Yeah.
Weather will not be a factor. Can the Ferrari actually get up to highway speed?
Yeah, that's right.
Does Miami's offense come back and show what they are capable of?
Yeah.
Okay. Or is this going to be a defense? Is this going to be a defensive driven game?
Mm-hmm.
And Julian Sayin, the Ohio State quarterback, his numbers are fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been good the whole year.
3,300 passing yards.
Yep.
78% completion percentage, 3,300 passing yards, 31 touchdowns. Okay. The thing is, it's a lot of check down stuff. It's not a lot of push the ball down the field for Ohio State. The problem with this against Miami, here's the stat I was looking for. They're going to take on a Hurricanes team that held A&M to 3 points and 4.4 yards per play.
Yeah.
In their first round game.
Yeah.
All right. Gave up less than 3 yards a carry. All right. They're the offense they've got, the Ohio State's offense has to do something.
Mhm.
They have got to successfully move the ball down the field
Yeah.
on this Miami defense, because this Miami offense, quite honestly, is every bit as good as what Indiana has had
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Miami can put points up like crazy.
Mhm.
Now, Ohio State did a great job against Indiana's offense, held them to 13 points in the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
There have been times where, a couple of games, Ohio State kind of gave up some points late. Games looked a lot better than they should have. Maybe defense taking a foot off the gas a little bit. But Miami's got a whole lot of talent on offense, and if they can get it going against Ohio State could be in trouble if their offense is not clicking. If that Ferrari is on Fifth Avenue and not on the Autobahn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I guess
I guess
you're right. It comes down to what kind of play calling they're going to, how aggressive are they going to go in that, especially that second quarter. See if they can put some points on the board. So, because I think it's going to be a struggle if you're not on the board by second half. It's going to be uphill for sure. So,
at times it looks like Ryan Day and the offensive staff at Ohio State. It's almost like they've got Julian Sayin with training wheels on. Okay?
Almost. Sometimes,
they're being
yes.
They're very cautious, very conservative with their play calling.
Yeah.
We've gotten through an entire season now. We are into the playoffs.
Yeah.
If it comes down to the fourth quarter and you're trailing, what's your play call?
Yeah.
You've been conservative all year. You've not really been in a close game in the fourth quarter. The one time you have been that you've trailed late was Indiana in the Big Ten championship
and you
game.
Got beat. Yep.
And you went for the tying field goal on 4th and 1 and missed it.
Yep.
Instead of going for it on 4th and 1. You're trying to get to overtime. I get it.
Yeah.
3 points is 3 points. You would have forced the game into overtime.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, that is a fairly conservative play call. How far out was that field goal? That one was kind of marginal range.
Yeah,
too,
I don't think it was that far. I don't know exactly off by hand, but it's as you're pulling, 4th and 1 and you're going for a field goal. I guess how loudly does that speak about confidence in your offense to be able to get that 1 yard? So
let me pull this back up.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. I can't remember it being too far.
Let's see. Week 15 was conference championship.
Yeah.
Come on, internet, work with me here. Hello, Verizon.
Rabbit M, thank you very much for that super chat as well, too, mate.
Okay, there it is.
Nice.
Indiana, Ohio State, Big Ten championship game. Now we'll pull the actual play-by-play up here, because I don't recall it being, I don't recall it being that close, but I don't recall it being that far either.
No.
So
was that the one he hit fat? I can't remember. Watched so many games and so many kicks, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was you're right. It was a chip shot. It was 27 yards.
Yeah. See, to miss it from 27, that's ridiculous.
That was with under 3 minutes. It was with under 3 minutes to go. I remember the situation now. You got a 4th and 1. You're in a 4th and 1.
Yeah.
At the Indiana 9. All right. Now they wound up forcing Indiana to punt the next possession. So Ohio State had.
Not plenty of time, but at least a little bit of time
left yet. So I'm trying to remember the whole sequence of events, but Indiana got a first down as well. So Ohio State had burned out their timeouts on that Indiana possession. Still got it back with a few seconds left. But so it's 6 on one, half a dozen on the other. I get why you kick it in that situation, 27 yards you should make
Yeah.
about 94% of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
All right. So you kick it, you make it. It's tied with under 3 minutes to go. Now, the risk of that is you just gave the ball back to Indiana. They
With
could
plenty of
march it all
time.
the way down,
Yeah.
kick their own field goal, win the game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Or do you go for it 4th and 1? If you don't get it, play defense, get the ball back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're playing for the win in regulation.
Yeah.
Ryan Day went to conservative route, kicked the field goal, and it blew up in his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What happens in this playoff game?
Yes.
And you're down making the same decision, maybe a little deeper into the game.
Yeah.
Where you're in field goal range with the potential to tie it up.
Yeah.
But you got a 4th and short.
Yeah.
What does Ryan Day do? Does he make the conservative call, bring the kicker out, or does he take the training wheels off and tell Julian Sayin, go win the damn game for us?
Yeah, that's right.
You are my quarterback. You are the quarterback of the Ohio State University.
Yeah.
Go win the damn game.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess that comes down to what we've been saying all season about who they've really played. You know, they haven't been in that situation where they've needed to dig deep and not be conservative because they've been winning. You know, they haven't had to try. So I guess that kind of maybe on a higher state side kind of exposes a little bit of weakness as well. Not just in the players on the field, but also on the coaches. It's like, okay, we're not really sure how we're going to play this anymore. So, you know, if people keep coming knocking, it's like, we don't know what to do. So maybe that's a little bit of weakness.
They haven't been repeatedly challenged
by
their opponents. Like I said, the only one really this year was Indiana, and they failed.
Yeah.
The rest of the year, the rest of their schedule was pretty much the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was soft. There was not much there for the rest of their schedule. You know, most of that is the Big Ten set most of their schedule, their conference games, and that's who the Big Ten said to play. Can't control that, but their non-conference schedule, with the exception of that Texas game, a little Hostess cupcakey.
Yes,
just a smidge.
Yep.
So you know, we'll see what happens if they get put into that position.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm looking at this probably being a rock fight.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a case of 1st to 20 wins.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Whatever way it goes, it's going to be a great way to open up the week of playoffs. So definitely looking forward to that one. So the next day, the first game, obviously, Oregon playing Texas Tech, which is probably going to be 3 hours of biting my nails and, you know, freaking out. This one, I think, Texas Tech, as we know, has been solid all year. Their defense is scary as anything. I don't know how it's going to go. So Oregon, obviously, we got the talent, we got the skills. Just sometimes I don't know if we take our foot off the gas. As soon as something goes wrong, we drop our heads. We kind of go into ourselves a little bit, and then we have these mistakes that keep popping up. But it's going to be interesting. That first couple of drives for each team is going to be very interesting to see how they're going to play it. So obviously I want Oregon to win, but it's going to be a very interesting game. So I think it's one that could go either way. I think both teams are capable of winning this game, hands down. So we're down playing in Miami. We got perfect weather for it. So it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping for a good game. If we're going to lose, I hope we'll lose by 30 points and we don't have to worry about it. If we're going to win, let's win by 30. We don't have to worry about it.
You want stress-free one way or the other.
That's it. Stress-free either way. I get
that. Yeah, if we're not going to win big, let's lose big.
Yes.
Let's leave no doubt and don't jack my blood pressure up in the fourth quarter for a loss. Don't do it to me.
I've found with American football, college football, etc., you can almost kind of preempt what's coming. You know, it's 5 minutes to go. Okay, they're going to do this. I know they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And you're just like, oh, God, we're running out of time. We're running out, So you're kind of forward playing in your head already and you already know what's coming up. It's like, oh, my God, this is going to be nightmare. So it's kind of a pre-torture to yourself because you already know what's kind of coming up. So, but I'm looking forward to it. We've got a few people that have gone into the portal, so we're missing a few, but they're in the backstring, so we're not really kind of missing any of our starters or anything, so which is good.
Your 2 deep probably pretty good.
Yes.
Going into this game.
So if Dante keeps hitting those shots like he did on against JMU, it's going to be a fantastic game. So he was dropping them in the breadbasket. So
well, this is a step up in competition.
Yes.
To say the least, for Oregon.
Yes, for sure.
What Dante was able to do against JMU was impressive.
Yeah.
This is Texas Tech.
Yes.
All right.
Completely
You're stepping
different.
up from AA ball. You're stepping up from AA ball to the bigs.
Yep, that's right.
In one fell swoop.
Yep.
For this quarterfinal game.
Yeah.
Before I get into this, a lot of my notes, a lot of my factoids come from Bill Connolly's ESPN preview article. If you want the full thing, it's on ESPN.com. Bill Connolly's a great writer and he writes fantastic previews.
Okay.
You want to get into the weeds of some of these games, of all of these games.
Yeah.
This is my Bible of notes here. So because he's got stats I couldn't even dream of coming up with. I am Bill, if you're listening, sorry for stealing, but you put out too much good stuff. So your stuff's too good. I can't not use it.
That's right.
Here's the thing about this game. This is either easy money for a gambler.
Yep.
Or it's a case of somebody in Vegas knows something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because I have not figured out how Oregon is a 2.5 point favorite in this game. Have not figured that out. And oh, by the way, in my quarterfinal parlay, I jumped at taking Tech plus 2.5. All right.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Tech wins this. I honestly think Tech wins this straight up.
Yeah.
But I'm getting minus 110 for the bet. With taking 2.5 points.
Yeah.
I'm getting plus 115 straight up on the money line.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 points for giving up those 2.5 points for that little bit of percentage. I said, I'll take the 2.5 points. We're good.
Yeah.
Plus it's in a parlay. So I got to worry about the other 3 legs. But Texas Tech, their defense is straight up nasty.
Yeah.
Their offense is straight up nasty. All right.
Yeah.
We have seen this team this year on multiple occasions, this Texas Tech team.
Yeah.
12 wins. Their only loss this year was when they had to have their backup quarterback in against Arizona State, and they lost by like 3 points.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Their 12 wins, including 3 against top 20 teams according to the metrics.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
They've had 3 games against top 10, top 20 ranked metrics by metrics teams. Okay. Yeah. BYU twice, Utah once.
Yeah.
Their 12 wins, average final 44-10.
Yeah, that's
this is a team that is killing opposition. All right. Yeah. They're 12-1 against the spread this season, which makes me feel good about my bet.
Yeah.
And now they're going up against an Oregon team that, Oregon has been fantastic on offense.
Yeah.
They put up 48 points in 3 quarters against James Madison, and JMU had not given up more than 28 points in a game all year. And the Oregon offense rolled over JMU.
Yeah.
Now, for JMU, it was a massive step up in competition. It was like for them going from single A ball to the bigs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a huge jump.
That's a huge step up
in terms of quality.
Yeah.
Now, this is, again, from Bill Connolly's article here. Oregon ranks 5th nationally in what's known as success rate. And
okay.
that definition is how frequently an offense gains 50% of necessary yardage on first down, 70% on second down, and 100% on third or fourth down. So, like a 1st and 10,
Yeah.
if you gain 5 or more, that's considered success.
Yeah.
Okay. 2nd and 10, you gain 7 or more. That's success.
Yeah.
Third or fourth down, obviously, you get the first down. That's success.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how that status is figured. They also rank first in percentage of plays gaining at least 20 yards. Almost 11% of their plays gained at least 20 yards this year.
Dang.
It's a good offense.
That's a good offense. Yep.
Here's the problem.
Yes.
Texas Tech's defense in those categories ranks 3rd nationally.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're 3rd in the nation defensively.
Yeah.
And against the 3 top 15 defenses that Oregon played this year, that would be Indiana, Iowa, and Washington.
Yeah.
Oregon only averaged 21 points a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So against the elite of the elite defenses, Oregon's gettable.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is the definition of elite defense.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. That is what Oregon Oregon has got to realize.
Yeah.
You're playing in the bigs. You were playing country hardball on Thursday afternoon down in Miami.
Yep.
All right. Texas Tech is going to come out and they're going to try to take your head off.
Yeah.
On defense.
They certainly are.
Texas Tech is going to be the. Have you ever seen the Adam Sandler version of The Longest Yard?
No. I haven't seen The Longest Yard.
Well, anybody.
So.
Okay. Well, anybody who has seen the first play, the first offensive play that the guards run.
Yeah.
In the game against the Cons, the 11 Cons on defense, they didn't worry about playing football. They just beat the hell out of the guy across from them. All right. That's what Texas Tech is going to almost try to do.
Yeah.
To Oregon. All right. I mean, they've got some of these guys here. Jacob Rodriguez, we saw him profiled in one of our live streams this year by the broadcast. That man's everywhere. He makes every big play. They got David Bailey, who had 13.5 sacks this year.
Oof.
They got a 330-pound defensive tackle by the name of Lee Hunter. They got a couple of other guys who have 10 tackles for loss this year.
Mm.
Their defense will steal your soul.
Yeah.
On offense. Oregon could get run out of this game quickly by this Texas Tech defense.
Yep.
All right. And, it could be by a 3 and out, and the Tech offense takes the ball down the field, scores. Oregon gets it back, goes 3 and out, wash, rinse, repeat.
Yep.
Oregon could get run out of the building that way. They could throw a pick six, could have a scoop and score. And the defense directly causes Oregon to get run out of the building.
Yes.
Oregon has got to protect the football. They got to protect Dante.
Dante
is the crown jewels.
Yeah.
For Oregon. If he is not protected, if he is back there in the pocket and throwing dimes all day, Oregon's going to be in very good position. If Dante gets to the top of his drop and Rodriguez or Bailey is already in his kitchen, and he's got to run for his life on every play, it's going to be a long day for the Ducks.
Yep.
All right.
It certainly will be.
That is the matchup to watch. The matchup to watch is that Oregon offense against the Tech defense. That will be the matchup that tells the story down in the Orange Bowl on Thursday.
Yep. I was feeling pretty confident, but after that little stat run, it's like,
sorry, dude.
God, it is it's pretty daunting. But it is what it is. So.
Listen, you got eyes. You got eyes like I do.
Yeah,
we saw what Tech did to BYU.
Yeah.
BYU's a really good football team, and Texas Tech took them apart twice.
That's right. Like there was nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they made BYU a team that until the Big 12 championship game was ranked inside the playoff rankings.
Yeah, that's right.
And they made them look like a team from the MAC.
Yeah.
That's how good Texas Tech is.
Yep. It's going to be a good matchup.
I'm getting points. I'm getting points in this game. How the hell am I getting points in this game?
Yeah. It's going to be a good one. So that's going to be our first game on that Thursday. So before we get into the next game, just give me 60 seconds here, guys, and I'll be back in just one moment. All right, we're back. Welcome, everybody in the chat, if you're just listening. So let's move on to the next game that we've got, Alabama and Indiana. It's not very often you would probably think, Alabama is definitely the underdog in this. But I don't know. I think the way Indiana's playing, they're definitely going to have the upper hand. Coming off a win, beating number one, Ohio State, they're definitely going to be riding high in their confidence. But they have had, over 3 weeks off to think about this game, to get ready for this game. We kind of seen how that works against people last year. Is it going to work against them this year? Who knows? So I think it's going to be a very interesting game, to say the least. We know Alabama's got the depth of talent. They definitely don't give up easily, so they're definitely not going to walk away from it. But it's going to be an uphill battle for Alabama to get over Indiana, I think. I think it's going to be a game for the ages, I think. So,
well, here's what I'm interested about. And
yeah,
Bill Connolly, a lot of my stuff comes from Bill Connolly. I'm reading through his preview of this game. He's got a bold sub-headline inside the Alabama-Indiana preview.
Yeah.
It says, "What can an upstart like Bama do to slay a behemoth like Indiana?" And then the next line said, "Sorry, I needed to see what that header looked like in print, but it's not particularly inaccurate."
No.
And he's right. But
yeah,
again, for those of us who have followed college football for, well, the span of my life, 40 years, and people who are older, more years than that, this doesn't compute.
Yeah.
Indiana is a 7-point favorite against Alabama, and I took Indy. I took Indiana laid 7 against Bama. This does not compute.
Yeah.
That Indiana football is a 7-point favorite against Alabama on a neutral field.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Alabama, it is the gold standard.
Yeah.
It has been the gold standard for most of the last 70 years.
Yeah.
All right. Dating back to when Bear Bryant came in back in the late 50s as the head coach at Alabama.
Yeah.
All right. So again, we're talking most of the last 70 years that Alabama has been at the top, in the upper echelon of college football.
Yeah.
They took a little bit of a step back in the 80s after Bear Bryant retired and passed away. Gene Stallings brought him back late 80s, early 90s. They took another step back for a fairly long time, late 90s, and for a fair amount of the 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, until Nick Saban showed up in Alabama, and all hell broke loose, and they became they were the dynasty of the 2010s.
Yeah.
You know, no disrespect to Clemson, who went toe to toe with Alabama and did respectable. Nobody was a dynasty like Alabama was last decade.
Yeah.
Okay, and brought it into this decade as well.
Yeah.
Now, Saban's gone. It's Kalen DeBoer's team now.
Yep.
And they are a serious underdog against what, for most of its history, was a punchline in college football, the University of Indiana.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. They won their first Big Ten championship in 58 years.
Yeah.
When they beat Ohio State. So they're headed to their first Rose Bowl in 58 years.
Yep.
They're 13-0. They're the only one in FBS to finish unbeaten. 13-0.
Yep.
Yep. Only one of 136 to have a 0 in the loss column this year. That in and of itself is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
They were wonderful last year. They were a wonderful story last year.
Yeah.
Made the first 12-team playoff. They go 11-2 overall. But Indiana's problem last year was they couldn't level up. Okay. They beat the teams on their schedule that were at their level or below.
Yeah.
And did it rather convincingly. All right. It's those games where they had a chance to level up that they couldn't do.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm talking about the Ohio State game, and I'm talking about the playoff game against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Those were against elites, and Indiana couldn't level up. The difference between 2024 and 2025 is Indiana leveled up this year.
Yeah.
All right. They beat the hell out of the Little Sisters of the Poor. Okay. The cupcakes on their schedule, they beat the hell out of. But against the upper tier of their schedule, I mean, they went out to Oregon.
Yep.
They went out to play a top 10 Oregon team in Eugene and won by double digits.
Yep.
Even before that, they had Illinois come into Bloomington, and Illinois at the time was ranked 9th in the country. Now, this was before we realized that Illinois wasn't nearly as good as we thought they were.
Yeah.
At that point in the season, they were unbeaten, ranked number 9 in the country. And Indiana had them come in and proceeded to drop 63 on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the game where I took a step back and went, oh, okay, Indiana, I see you out there. All right, I see what you're doing here. Okay. And then they go to Oregon. And once they went to Oregon and won, that was the moment where Indiana became my number 1 team in the country for every week except one the rest of the season.
Yeah.
All right. I don't care what the AP said, the coaches poll said, or the committee said. To me, they were number 1 in the country the moment they beat Oregon.
Yeah.
The only week they weren't was when A&M did something impressive when A&M won fairly big. The week of the Penn State game that Indiana escaped from Happy Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wound up getting corrected the following week when A&M had their own escape act at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't punish Indiana without punishing A&M the following week for doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
They had that big win in Oregon. They won a very tricky game in Iowa City, which has tripped up the best of the best. I've said this all year. Iowa City, Kinnick Stadium, Iowa City, where national title dreams go to die.
Yeah.
They went to Kinnick and won.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the Big Ten championship game against Ohio State. They won all their tests. Okay. Yeah. They leveled up this year in a way they weren't able to in 2024. Yep. There's a reason they're the number 1 seed. Now they got Alabama, the gold standard forever in college football. And Alabama's the plucky upstart. Okay. They're the underdog in this game against the Heisman Trophy winner, the Big Ten champions. I don't like Alabama's chances. Okay, now here's the wild card in this game.
Yeah.
All right, there's nothing stat wise I can tell you about this game. I could recite Fernando Mendoza's stats all day long.
Yeah.
I could recite their receiver stats, their defensive stats,
Yeah.
versus Ty Simpson's stats. And Ty Simpson, he was a Heisman candidate for most of the year. He had a really good year.
Yep.
Kind of faded late.
Yep.
The SEC title game, the Auburn game, wasn't all that great. But and then the game against Oklahoma, that was, Alabama's had some struggles.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the last few games, but they've gotten through, and now they're in a quarterfinal. And going to Oklahoma and winning their first round game, that was impressive. Okay, that was a nice bounce back for them.
Yeah.
After they had lost to Oklahoma on their home field earlier in the year, I could go through all the stats. I could go through all the numbers, break it down. There's one wild card. It's at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, which is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous, perfect Chamber of Commerce weather.
Yep.
No. Have you seen the weather forecast for Pasadena the next 2 days?
No. Rain?
It's supposed to start raining about 7:00 tomorrow morning in Pasadena and not stop until Thursday night. Southern California is talking. We're talking biblical levels of precipitation in Southern California the next 2 days. Okay, this is not going to be Chamber of Commerce weather out in Pasadena for the Rose Bowl this year. The field's going to be a quagmire. The ball's going to be slippery.
Yep.
It's a wild card.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Indiana.
I think almost evens up the field. Then evens up some of those stats that they've got. It's going to definitely make it much more difficult.
Passing is obviously going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Indiana's probably got a bit of an advantage coming from the north. Where they have to deal with more elements, less than perfect weather to play in. The cold, the rain, the snow. You get that more in the north than you do in the south. Okay. So I would say Indiana has the slight advantage there. But again, on the day, how do they handle it? Plus the pressure of Indiana finally being the hunted instead of the hunter.
Yeah.
All right. Indiana, they're the favorite. They're the number one seed. Everybody's gunning for them. And that is a position that Indiana University is not used to being in football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested in seeing how this game winds up playing out for Indiana on Thursday afternoon in the Rose Bowl because of the position. This is a position they've never been in it before.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see how they handle that. And that's what we've spoken about before. This is Alabama's 100th anniversary of their first Rose Bowl. So they'll be out to repeat that on the 100th anniversary. So it's going to be a good game, whichever way it goes. Again, the little bit of rain and everything predicted is obviously going to make it a very interesting game. So a bit of a slip and slide.
Hey, Lyle, real quick, let's not downplay the rain here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's going to be a lot of rain this week in Pasadena. I will say there are unconfirmed reports of an old bearded git leading animals down the street 2x2.
That's right. He's parked his boat down the road, so dang. That's a lot of rain.
Allegedly Noah is on, walking down the streets of the Los Angeles area.
That's it.
Leading animals to the harbor.
He'll be at the tailgating party. You can't miss him.
Anyway. Right? Yeah. Yeah. The Ark will be in the parking lot in Pasadena.
That's it.
That's how bad this storm's supposed to be in LA this week.
Okay. Well, we'll see how much that plays in that game. How much the elements.
It could be highly entertaining.
Yes.
If I was gonna give gambling advice on this one, and as I always like to say, Please gamble responsibly. And if you're following my gambling advice, you're not gambling responsibly.
Yeah, that's right.
But if I was going to give one piece of advice for this game, for the Rose Bowl on Thursday, take the under.
Yeah.
The weather will be the main factor on Thursday.
Yeah. So the last game we got lined up for our week of footy is Ole Miss and Georgia. I got to say, I don't know. I think Georgia is going to steamroll Ole Miss unless they come up with something. I don't know. I think Georgia's just been too tough in the end of this season. Obviously, harken back to the champion. I mean, Alabama, yes, certainly they were flat in the championship game, but Georgia was just too powerful. So I don't see Ole Miss getting up, but anything's possible on the day. You never know. So they played well.
Think about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing about this game. Back in mid-October, Ole Miss had Georgia on the ropes.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, no, they didn't have them on the ropes. They had them on the canvas.
Yeah.
Hunting around looking for their mouthpiece at the count of 4.
Yeah.
All right. Now they made the mistake and they let Georgia off the mat, and Georgia went whack.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ole Miss was up 9. They were up 35-26, and Georgia scored the last 17 points of the game in the fourth quarter to win that one 43-35.
Yeah.
That was a missed opportunity for Ole Miss, and it's part of the pattern for Ole Miss. Ole Miss is, we said this earlier in the season. Ole Miss and Missouri are kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
Because Missouri had so many close games against elite competition, but couldn't close the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and wound up losing. Ole Miss had the exact same thing happen. Their games against elite level competition, they had the chance to close the deal and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, against Georgia. They had that game. They were in control of that game, up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. You have got to close that deal.
Yeah.
And get the win.
Yep.
They didn't do it. They allowed Georgia back into the game and wound up losing, wound up costing them the SEC, ultimately wound up costing them a berth in the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
And possibly being the higher seed in this quarterfinal instead of being the lower seed, and having to go through a first round game against Tulane a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ole Miss has got to take a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
If you get up on Georgia, you better keep your foot on their throat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let them up. Keep the pressure on. Yeah. Don't play not to lose. Play to win. Don't play not to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because you saw the play calling they had in the fourth quarter of that game when they had the lead against Georgia. They were very conservative. They were trying to get that clock to 0 as quickly as possible. And Georgia shut them down and took advantage of it. And once you get into that mode of we took our foot off the gas, we're playing conservative. If it blows up in your face and you're all of a sudden trailing, it's really tough to ramp back up.
Yeah, that's right. In
a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss couldn't do it. And ultimately wound up losing the game. My theory is, why take your foot off the gas?
Yeah, no.
Take that 2-score lead, make it a 3-score lead. Put the game to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you can maybe take your foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
But at 9 points early in the fourth quarter, it's a 2-score game. That's still a close game. Okay. Yeah. They took the foot off the gas a little bit too early. They needed to keep that thing to the floor.
Yes.
And they didn't do it.
Yeah. So Georgia is the favorite in that game at this stage, and I think that's right. I think the way they've played, I just see Georgia being calm and too strong for Ole Miss on the day. So, but again, you never know. Whatever happens on the day. Ole Miss new coaching at the moment. Maybe new play calling. You never know. So you never know what's going to happen on the day. But it's definitely going to be a good game.
And that's another thing. With Lane Kiffin gone to LSU now, it's Pete Golding's team.
Yeah,
they look great round one against Tulane, but again,
Tulane. It's Tulane.
Georgia's Georgia's a few steps higher than Tulane. All due respect to the Green Wave.
Yeah.
But here's some numbers from that first game, okay? And again, this comes from Bill Connolly of ESPN. Gunnar Stockton, 26 of 31 in that game passing. Their tight ends, Lawson Lucky and Oscar Delp, combined for 9 catches for 85 yards. Their running backs, 27 carries, 133 yards. Frazier and Bowens, 27 for 133 on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, that success rate stat I told you about earlier, Ole Miss's defense, 41% on the year, giving up on success rate on defense. Georgia had a 67% success rate against Ole Miss. And it was pound the rock and throw the ball. And they were getting a lot of success doing both, especially late in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are all things defense has got to tighten up for Ole Miss. Even when they had the lead 35-26, 26 points, that's a fair amount.
Yeah.
Okay. That's alarming for roughly 3/4 of play.
Yeah.
And you figured that Georgia, which they did, they had more left in the tank to go after Ole Miss. Can't do it this time. This game, it's the Sugar Bowl. It's indoors in New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Weather's not going to be a factor.
Yeah.
You figure this could get to be a track meet. Okay. But at the same time, Georgia's got a legit defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
They shut down good offenses. I'm with you. 6.5 feels about right. I'm taking Georgia. I'm laying the points in this one. Because I don't think Ole Miss has it against Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia's the better team. They've got a pedigree and they've got a track record of winning big games.
Yeah.
Okay. Kirby Smart has been there a long time, and Kirby Smart has evolved. It used to be Kirby Smart was a guy couldn't win the big one until he won the big one.
Yeah.
And then they kept winning big, and then they kept winning big ones. All right.
Yeah.
They got over that Alabama hump, won back-to-back national championships.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're a national championship team this year. I think they're a semifinalist. They're good enough to make it that far.
Yeah.
Because the talent and the coaching. And once you get there, anything's possible. Okay. But yeah, I'm with the better. I'm with Vegas on this one. Georgia's the favorite for a reason. I'm taking them.
Yep. It's going to be, whatever happens, it's going to be very, very interesting. So we've got a great lineup of footy for tomorrow. We've got one game tomorrow, and then obviously we're going to be around all day on Thursday. So midweek footy, fantastic time to have it. So
yes,
a little strange not to have football on the weekend, but it is what it is.
I love this time of year.
Yeah.
This week between these 2 weeks around Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
It's wonderful because you can get a random Tuesday afternoon at 2:00. You flip on ESPN.
Yep.
Oh, there's a football game on.
Yeah, that's right. I think
that's the cool part about this time of year.
Illinois is playing Tennessee right now as we speak. So,
yep.
By all accounts, Illinois is winning. So.
Yeah. Music City Bowl's on right now. You got the Alamo Bowl a little bit later tonight.
Yeah.
In San Antonio. We got bowl games tomorrow. We got in addition to the playoff games, we've got the Sun Bowl. And the Sun Bowl, if you're not familiar with it, games played out in El Paso. Okay. Out at the Sun Bowl Stadium in El Paso.
Yeah.
And it's a bowl game that's been around for 90 years.
Oh wow. Okay. Dang.
It's
Up there. That's for
one of
sure.
the
Yep.
super old ones.
Yeah.
You know, it came into being around the time of the Orange Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, those bowl games. I think it's about 90 years old. Let me confirm that. I
Yep.
probably should have confirmed this before actually saying it. Sun Bowl. Let's see if he can spell bowl correctly. There we go. Yeah, 1935. I was right.
Yep. 90 years. Wow.
First Sun Bowl.
Yep.
First Sun Bowl was played in 1935 out in El Paso, Texas. So it's one of the. It's not the granddaddy of them all, but it's the great uncle at the very
that's
least.
right. At very
It's
least.
old.
Yep.
It's one of the traditional ones. They typically play it nowadays on New Year's Eve in the afternoon. It's a CBS game, which really weird seeing a football game in midweek on free to air television. It doesn't happen all that often.
No.
Okay. But that's just the way TV programming is between Christmas and New Year's. You get odd things at random hours.
Yep.
So
you certainly do.
And having college, I don't mind a college football game on at any point of the day. Doesn't matter what day it is.
Yep.
I'm good with it.
Yep. That's exactly right.
So
plenty of football around to watch. That's for sure. So we'll be here.
Yes.
We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here Thursday as well for some more footy. Definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to these matchups. Obviously, we're rooting for Oregon to win their matchup. So hopefully, touch wood, all that kind of stuff for them as well too. So, but Chris, thank you very much for joining us. I think that was everything that we had to cover today. I didn't think there was anything else. Pretty much covered everything we watched on the weekend. So
just to promote it real quick, 7:30 Eastern tomorrow for the Cotton Bowl.
Yep.
Noon Eastern Thursday for the triple header of the rest of the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's right.
So we will be here. I will be here.
Yeah.
You know, I will be here New Year's Eve for, along with the rest of the crew in the front bar.
Yeah.
And I'll make it back here noon Eastern Thursday, no matter how late I'm out Wednesday night.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
New Year's Eve, I'm going to go have a little fun probably, okay?
That's right.
Shoot me.
A lot of people are saying 9 o'clock for the Oregon game on New Year's Day is ridiculous. It's like, oh well, if you want to watch some footy, you got to get up early. So
if you're a West Coast Oregon fan, which a lot of them are, obviously, that hangover is going to suck.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal.
That's right.
A 9 a.m. answering the bell for a 9 a.m. kickoff. I feel your pain.
Yes, that's right. It's going to be early day, but it's going to be a great game of footy. So Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much to everybody in the chat as well for joining in with us today. Thank you for those 2 super chats today too, Mike, and for Rabadem as well. Thank you very much. We don't usually get super chats here, but we definitely do appreciate it. So Chris, again, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be live again tomorrow for some more footy. Until then, stay safe, and we'll definitely see you back here for our live stream, guys. We'll see you then.
See ya.